Let me ask you, what money story do you need to reframe right now? And what one action will you take this week to start rewriting it? Don't let fear keep you broke, spiritually or financially. Don't let shame keep you silent. Don't let comfort keep you small, because the freedom you want isn't out there, it's in here. Did you catch that? Freedom doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your mindset.
Are you ready to unlock growth, build resilience, and confidently take the next step in leadership, career, and faith? Welcome to The Next Move. I'm Orvin Kimbrough, a CEO, author, and leader with a passion for helping people and organizations thrive. My journey from foster care to CEO has fueled my mission to help professionals scale their confidence, leadership, and influence through mindset shifts, expanded networks, and bold action. Each week, I'll share reflections ripped straight from my blog to inspire and empower you with actionable insights. Let's get started and make your next move your best move.
Have you ever signed papers you knew would cost you more than you could afford, but felt like you had no choice? I have. I remember standing in a car dealership, pen in hand, signing papers that felt more like a payday loan than a pathway to freedom. I told myself it was survival, but in truth, it was a trap. It was a trap. See, money isn't just about math. It's about mindset. It's about the story you believe, the habits you practice, and the people you walk with. And today, I want to help you flip that story, not just with discipline, but with faith, using what I call the triple R method: reframe, reclaim, rename. Welcome back to The Next Move, the podcast where we explore faith, leadership, and personal growth to help you take your next step with purpose and confidence. Folks, I'm so honored, so grateful you are here. I'm your host, Orvin Kimbrough, and today I want to talk about something that touches every life: money. Not just the kind that hits your bank account, but the kind that shapes how you see yourself and what you believe you deserve. Money touches every part of our lives, whether you grew up in poverty, live paycheck to paycheck, or sat in corporate boardrooms. Money has a way of shaping our sense of identity and possibility. I've lived both sides. As a boy in poverty, I worried about keeping the lights on. As a man, I've sat in boardrooms where billions of dollars moved in and out. And you know what I've learned? Money isn't the problem. Mindset is. Money is not the enemy. Fear is. Money is not your master unless you let it be. Did you catch that? You can't be free from what you still fear. Scripture says it plainly in Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The way you think about money will shape how you live with money. That's why I created the triple R method: reframe, reclaim, rename. Let's walk through how it can change your financial story. Number one, reframe your thinking. For years, my hidden money story was simple: I'll always struggle. When you've lived with less, it's easy to believe. It's easy to believe that lack is your destiny, that struggle is just your story. But here's the truth: wealth isn't built in one leap. It's built step by step, decision by decision, discipline by discipline. When I moved from poverty into professional life, I had to reframe my mindset. I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was learning to multiply. I had to stop seeing money as a chain. I had to stop seeing money as a chain and start seeing it as a tool. That shift didn't happen overnight. It started with prayer. It started with prayer and patience. I had to ask God, show me how to see this differently. It's your move. It's your move. It's your move. Write down your money story. Is it driven by scarcity, or is it driven by growth? Is it driven by fear, or is it driven by faith? Then ask God to help you rewrite it. Because here's he is still, here's what we know: he is still the author of new beginnings. Scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Number two, reclaim your agency. Money isn't just about income. It's about ownership. Ownership is about your habits. Ownership is about your focus. Ownership is about your choices. Too often, people wait for a raise, they wait for a windfall or a lucky break. But freedom begins when you take control of what's already in your hands. When I stopped, when I stopped and when I stepped into banking, I didn't have domain expertise. I didn't come from Wall Street or a finance. I didn't have a finance degree. What I had was discipline. I wasn't a lazy learner. I studied, I asked, I applied, and that's what we need with money. You can't be a lazy learner and expect financial peace. You can pray for increase and still study how to steward it. You can believe for overflow and still budget your today. It's your move. It's your move. It's your move. Build a budget. Start investing even small amounts. Refuse to sit idle while your future drifts. Pray for wisdom. Then act on what's already in your hands. Scripture says the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. That's Proverbs 21:5. Remember this, God can't multiply. God can't multiply. God cannot multiply what you won't first manage. Number three, your financial habits are shaped, they're shaped by your inner circle. If everyone around you normalizes debt, if they normalize overspending, if they normalize instant gratification, you'll inherit those habits and call them normal. I had to make tough choices about who I walked with. Some people weren't trying to grow. They were living for the weekend while I was praying for wisdom. If I had stayed in those circles, I would have stayed small. But when I started surrounding myself with people who talked about ownership, who talked about building and legacy, wealth stopped feeling foreign. It started to feel like faith in motion. It's your move. It's your move. It's your move. Audit your circle. Who talks about building? Who talks about saving? Who talks about giving? Who only talks about spending? Surround yourself with voices that call you higher and normalize wisdom. Scripture says, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. That's Proverbs 13:20. You can't build a new financial future with people who are still defending their old financial patterns. Financial freedom isn't just about dollars. It's about your mindset, your habits, and your networks. Reframe your thinking. Reclaim your agency. Rename your networks. Do that, and money stops being your master. It becomes your servant, a tool for growth, a tool for generosity, a tool for legacy. And remember what Jesus said in Matthew 6:24, you cannot serve both God and money. When money serves you, it becomes fuel for freedom, fuel for impact, fuel for generational change. Let me ask you, what money story do you need to reframe right now? And what one action will you take this week to start rewriting it? Don't let fear keep you broke. Don't let fear keep you broke spiritually or financially. Don't let shame keep you silent. Don't let comfort keep you small, because the freedom you want isn't out there. It's in here. Did you catch that? Freedom doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your mindset. If this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who's ready to rewrite their money story. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kimbrough, and this is The Next Move.
Thank you for tuning in to The Next Move. I hope today's reflection inspired you to take the next step in your leadership, career, or faith journey. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a little encouragement this week. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you'd like more reflections or resources, visit orvinkimbrough.com or theaccidentalbanker.com. Until next time, remember, every step you take brings you closer to thriving. Let's keep moving forward together.